Hello, guys and gals, me Mudahar, and welcome to another episode of Weird Things from the Deep Web, the part of the internet, the part of honestly, the successor to the Deep Web series, where I used to do these every week. Eventually, the website sort of became the samey, ooh, look, hire the hitman, hire the Deep Web assassin. And now, basically, it's just a infrequent set of videos where I spend the weeks, days, months, years browsing the side of the internet and finding all the weird stuff, cataloging it, and eventually showing it to you in video form like today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I do have to warn you, some of the stuff we're seeing may be a little risque. So I'm just going to warn you, double warnings, before somebody comes up to me and says, you really scarred me today, Muda. Well, you got the warnings, okay? Now that you got the warnings, let's go to the first website. Creating all boy oh boy is not in their best interest. We're starting off strong today, aren't we? Oh man. Children, Google, time, immortality, search now. Okay, so you can tell how old this is first off, that it uses video.google.com. This is Google's video platform they used before buying YouTube, so kind of insane. Now, of course, you can see God is a black woman. I didn't know God had a racial and sexual preference, but, you learn something new, right? Your immortality, all right, I want to learn some immortality, but to understand, we're at Surf to Jesus, okay? Now, this is a rabbit hole of epic proportions, all right? But to understand, they've got bumper stickers of the same Jesus will come back, all right? When did Jesus return? Now, someone knows the date and time. Isn't it like a thing in the Bible that, like, nobody's supposed to know when Jesus comes back? What am I saying, okay? This is like a Jesus website, okay? They break the rules of the Bible all the time. What do you want me to say, man? All right, so you got the pyramids, and then Sedona psychic readings are the keywords in the URL. My AdSense office is an internet cafe in a small California town in the foothills. I pay for my office space by buying food and beverages there, which I would be buying anyways. Google is my employer, and they have AdSense. I am my own boss, as long as I follow a few simple Google guidelines. All right, so I have done some search engine optimization work on the internet. Google will work with us to get everything functioning properly. They are a great company with a very motivated and youthful bunch of employees. Is that dude like simping for Google hard right now? Like what? I have not filled up a gas tank in over 20 years. My lifestyle on the internet makes for a lot of clean air and guaranteed death by 40 for a sedentary lifestyle. Please download this better browser now. Thankfully, I don't have the browser available. Indigo Immortals. Look at the GIF, man. It's so old. They even got like 2 RSS stickers, bro. God, it's old. What, are you gonna make me download Netscape? This website's from the Paleolithic era. The viruses wouldn't even work. The viruses were coded for Windows 95, dog. What are you doing? Click on the right amethyst pick to go to the children's internet rights. Well, I want to know what rights the children have, okay? And, look at that. There's a Google error for sure. There's a Google error because they're literally trying to get me to get to a website from video.google.com. I cannot find it, all right? I cannot find it. There are so many banger videos on that platform that are just gone forever. Taking over the human mind. Taking over indigo children. Dude, wait. Hold on. That's like a cult thing, indigo. I swear I've heard indigo people, okay? Like, that has to be like a cult thing, dude. That has to be like a cult thing. I don't know. What the heck? Indigo people? I swear there's like some weird cult. Anyways, taking over children's immortality rights and physical immortality education. Children's immortality rights. Well, with such loaded questions like that, I mean, I want to say, 404 not found. Okay, so obviously we can't understand what the children are immortalized from, right? So an immortality psychologist, oh man, I really want to see the credentials there. Nothing found. Source not cited. Is evolving conscious search wisdom for all internet searchers. All the children of Earth who have been created to die have physical immortality rights. So I guess they're, what? Dog, it's a 404 not found. How am I supposed to know my immortality rights if it, god damn. Damn it, Mom, help me out here. I didn't come here just to die. Okay, nothing is found. The websites don't work. Taking over intent, taking over all international internet networks while teaching all children of Earth how to be physically immortal. Creating children to die kills them. Well, okay. Listen, all right. Sometimes I go to websites. We're all gonna die one day. All right, I'm gonna die. You're gonna die. Everyone's gonna die. If you're watching this video 1,000 years from now, guess what? You're gonna die. As part of Sedona Psychic Readings, I am evolving this international deliverance. A new paradigm of mandatory physical immortality. DNA-based life forms can now come to understand and be clear about the role and responsibility with the acceleration of fulfilling and administering our unified international identity and intention standard will, and is creating our increasing health and safety. I swear to God, this is some elaborate way to not pay your taxes. 100%. This is some elaborate way, dude. Anybody can start a fucking religion these days and just say, yeah, yeah. Stop it. Just imagine that the president decided that creating all children to die is a bad idea. Okay, one order to all military to post in all forums. He could do Congress too. So you're telling me that somehow if President Biden figured out, yeah, don't have kids because they'll eventually die one day, right? Shit, I was a kid once too. Now I'm gonna die. I'm like 80 years old. You think he's gonna be commander-in-chief ordering the U.S. military to start posting on fucking 8chan? All right? Don't have kids. Bro, 90% of those people won't be having kids, all right? Come on now. I've been on there, all right? And I'm pretty much a perma-virgin at this point. What's wrong with you? Applied psychic amplification. Hypothetically, if a first lady was tired of funerals in her family, she could ask a president to make immortality legal if someone actually cared. Okay, so they're just trolling, all right? They're just trolling. Yo, bro, the only thing stopping immortality is that the United States government hasn't made it legal. Okay, buddy. I found a 4chan, archive of, from, 2010, by the way. I hate to bring this up, what happened right here on our little X. Rather, it was the real deal or fake as fuck. It scared the shit out of a good few of us. Anyone remember the Children Immortality Project ordeal? I still get those bizarre, unexplainable emails in my Gmail account, which I don't really fuck with anymore ever since the incident. And for the love of God, don't Google that name and click the links. You've been warned. Yeah, dude, of course everyone's gonna stop spamming with your stupid shit. Of course they're gonna say it. All right, dude, who gets scared? Bro, we're on X. We're posting gore all day. What's wrong with you? Is this scary? I'm 27, and what is this? Try to sum it up. There were all these links all over X about the Children Immortality Project. So it's kind of like, you know, it was sort of like an op performed against 4chan or whatever, I guess is what they're saying. They were all browsing their websites like idiots. The websites contained pure nonsensical shit with weird-ass space-age techno 80s music. Massive bibles of text that would at least have you scrolling for 10 minutes. Apparently, there were keywords and links that you were supposed to pick up on if you planned on being a member. And if you were on the site for more than 2 minutes tops, your email would be tracked and you'd get these weird-ass emails in your Gmail account because everyone uses Google or whatever host you use to make a Gmail account, such as AOL Hotmail. Okay, so basically, I guess it was like some weird op performed against 4chan, and it would lead you to websites like we just read that were full of nonsensical shit. Some of them even offered web browsers that, quote unquote, could have just been malware. And some idiot, you gotta understand, 4chan X it's filled with trolls and it's filled with absolute morons. Of course, the absolute morons are gonna download a web browser and be like, we're gonna go deep, we're gonna explore everything. Wait, what happened? My social security number got stolen. Yeah, of course it did, dumbass. You gave it away. We're gonna stop. We're gonna back out and go somewhere else. Do you like Reddit? Well, what if I showed you Rattle, the deep web equivalent? Now, there's been plenty of deep web Reddit clones, like Dread, if you will, which basically led me to a bunch of marketplaces to buy deep web crack rocks from. But this one is all about the real nitty-ditty questions, like, how important is your family history to you? With 12 comments. Well, you bet I want to read. Now, how important is family history to me? I don't know. I mean, I'm my own person, only in the sense that knowing that my parents' various addictions are ingrained into my own neural pathways to some extent, and using that as part of my navigation kit for the world around me. I had parents, never a family. There is no history. Just shared DNA. Oh my God. Oh, come on, guys. God damn. Can somebody just say? Come on. Honestly, what's somewhat important, I'm of a native Siberian descent, and my family tracks our ancestry to a mildly famous and important person of our people. It's silly, I know, and I'm trying to distance myself from this, but still, it's there. What is that, Is it? Well, I think that would be cool if you were related to royalty, but you know, it depends on the situation. Like, imagine if he's talking about some crazy Siberian serial killer. Yeah, I probably want to distance myself from that too, right? Like, nobody wants to be like Ted Bundy's, you know, cousin or something, right? That wouldn't exactly be great. I just want to be held. That is actually surprisingly so goddamn wholesome too. It's been nearly a year and a half since I hugged anyone, let alone had any sort of emotional intimacy. Damn, dog. Yeah, I know what that's like. It's called living in a... Yeah, of course. It's called living in the lockdown, dude. I feel the exact same way. Trust me, I'm actually losing my sanity, all right? Like, I can't... I'm losing it. I don't want to get into it, okay? It's going to be really dark if I do. I hope you get some hugs soon. That sounds incredibly unpleasant. It is! I apologize for being a very broken record that I write and complain about, but... Aw, dude, don't... You know, man... You know what, Jewish, I want to give this person a hug. Like, I know that I don't even know this person. I just want to give them a hug. Like, it's just kind of, it's fucked up. Look, this is actually such a, you know when people are like, the deep web is filled with murder and death and drugs and dark. Yeah, of course it is, but you got wholesome shit like that. I get you, same. Dude, people are giving internet hugs. Like, thick Morpheus is giving internet hugs, dude. I want to give the internet hugs. Nothing is forever, including the pain you feel now. Trust that you will eventually find the warm embrace you seek. That's what keeps me going. And then they got a hug. It's wholesome, okay? I like this wholesomeness. Now, it's interesting to say this was actually made 4 years ago, right? So this is like an old forum thread. Sometimes it kind of just shifts between everything, but this is the F/mental well-being section, right? Where people discuss it. So, yeah, it really is just Reddit, okay? It's Reddit with like slightly more seriousness and more anonymity, if you will, right? God damn. No more parties. Mexico's piñata makers badly bruised by pandemic. No, not the piñata makers. Come on. Look at the edgy skaters. Oh, I want to see the edgy skaters. No bikes, no scooters, no gods, no masters. Skate fast, eat ass. God, dude. I love skaters. They got like a fucking pentagram and golden shower format, too. Stop it. Stop it. People's phones are monitoring their social media activity. Their Alexa is listening to every word. And now their TV is going to take a head count. I got to read this. This is like some Twitter post. The film industry is begging you on hands and knees to stop paying for their garbage and just steal it already. Just got this frightening press email. What is this? So Venue enables the ability to monitor a living room for people and sell individual on-demand tickets. Yeah, you know what? I hate technology in a lot of ways. The amount of spying that happens on us through our tools is just so... And, you know, I hate the people that are like, I have nothing to hide. I don't care if everyone spies on me. Dude, it's not about that. It's about the weird invasiveness that... You pay them to let them look into your life. For what? Weird. Just stop it, okay? I agree with that. If they have technology that's spying on you and the amount of people in the room watching, get out of here. It's weird, okay? I paid for the I paid for the Blu-ray. People can watch it. It's also weird. How would they monitor, like, bars? Like, how much music plays in bars? You think they're gonna charge them individual licenses to hear? Dude, get out of here. No music would play anymore. I just want to see, is gaming part of it? Gaming. Let me see if video gaming is on here. Because I want to see what these people talk about with video games. Gaming YouTubers that use Linux to game 1 year ago. Okay, all right, 1 year ago. So they've got some Linux YouTuber. Of course, on a site like this, they've obviously got gaming YouTubers, right? And what do they game on? Linux, all right? Of course, the alt-platform use of choice. But yeah, that's Rattle for those who are wondering. If you ever wanted to have a deep web Reddit alternative, well, you have it right here. It's filled with serious posts and it's filled with a lot of shit posts as well. So really, it's how you tackle the scenario, boys and girls. That being said, I think I've spent enough time on Rattle. We're gonna back out and go somewhere else. And I get sent to a YouTube page. If the YouTube page wants to be credited, please hit me up and I will put you up for a pinned comment and everything of that sort. But this is a YouTube page that's basically covering all sorts of spooky squabbies, okay? So I want to cover a couple pieces of this. Okay, obviously, you've got what appears to be a bunch of clowns, which I'll be real, if I looked at these JPEGs I'd be scared shitless for a second, but it's a relatively unknown YouTube channel with like 200 views, 300 views, 100 views, 164 views. Like, this is some old YouTube stuff, man. But if I look into a bunch of these videos, they've got some sort of cool Argish type deal, you know, like, and they're all recorded in what seems like 4:3, but I'm gonna hit 1999, okay? Because let's see, that was a vintage year for memery. And of course, as we're starting off, you can see that it's got VHS upon VHS upon VHS footage. And it's kind of weirdly edited, obviously, but I kind of like the vibe. It's giving me like Local 58 vibes to it. I'm waiting for a screamer to pop up necessarily, but you know, it's an interesting thing. We're going into a forest, and then we're cutting, and maybe we cut to. Is that a cryptid dog? That looks like a cryptid. Okay, we're gonna get a screamer. We're about to get one. Is that a cryptid? No, it's a house now. Okay. Okay. All right, shower room time. All right. I bet a clown's gonna show up. Just watch. Oh my. I like the production quality in here. Like, it's very simple, but, you know, it's effective. I don't know what I'm looking at there, dude. That's downright diabolical. Alright, so we found basically images from, like, 4chan X, for sure. We definitely... Okay. Okay. Is this an alien thing? It's gotta be an alien thing. I don't know what this has to do with 1999, but... They predicted the future. They are the future. 2020. I'm getting deeper vibes from this. Oh, man, dude. He passed away. Rest in peace, brother. We've also got a bit of Tucker... God, no! Strawberry Pop Tart blowtorches. Okay. Last updated 2G August 1994. Coincidentally, same year that I was born. Vintage year, man, right there. God, I am old. Abstract. Strawberry Pop Tarts may be a cheap and inexpensive source of incendiary devices. Okay. Toasters which fail to eject Pop-Tarts may cause Pop-Tarts to emit flames 10 to 18 inches in height. There's no way strawberry Pop-Tarts create almost 18-inch, an average of 16-inch flames if you leave them in the toaster. Is that for real? Last year, an article by well-known newspaper columnist Dave Barry noted that Kellogg's strawberry Pop-Tarts could be made to emit flames like a blowtorch if left in a toaster too long. Given previous work in the field of food entertainment, it was obvious that this was a new frontier that requires further exploration. Okay, so basic materials. So what they have is they have an SPT combustion, okay, to cause this SPT combustion, a hopefully inexpensive toaster, and some strawberry Pop-Tarts to work. So these are like old school, like 1994 Pop-Tarts. This probably is not possible with like current strawberry Pop-Tarts, okay? I really think. Now this is strawberry Pop-Tarts with real Smucker's fruit, okay? I don't know how real Smucker's fruit is, but apparently it's using the Smucker's fruit, which may be the incendiary ingredient involved into it. In addition to the basic materials, a number of safety-related items are needed to conduct the experiment. Okay, it's expected that the kitchen was not the appropriate place. Okay, so they had to go onto a driveway to do this. Fair enough. So they are taking safety into account. The toaster and SPT both had to be properly prepared for the experiment in order to guarantee the SPT would receive sufficient heat. Wait. So they what? Okay, so what? They're taping down the toaster so that the fucking Pop-Tart will stay. Okay, all right. I could fucks with that. I understand. The experiment and observation. So this is the experiment going on. They're on the driveway. They've got it plugged up. And the Pop-Tarts are in the toaster, okay? So they are ready to pop. And then, oh my god! So it starts off with a whimper, then it like rattles up, then it goes here and, dude, it's actually really rising. I'm sorry, that's a proper blowtorch. Dude, it's actually, you could probably use that almost as like an outdoor sort of heater. Not really, because your clothes might catch on fire, but I did not expect the strawberry Pop-Tart to be that diabolical. That's insanity. You can see like the plume of smoke kick up at the top. That's what we're eating. What is in that fruit jelly? Okay, that's turning it into like napalm, bro. What is in the fruit jelly? As the flames were reaching their maximum height, the toaster abruptly stopped making buzzing noises. We speculate the flames at this point shorted the electronics within the toaster. The toaster was quickly disconnected from the electrical source to prevent any damage to the author's house. Good idea, actually. Really good idea. Although, if you're going to do this, don't connect it to the mains. Like, just have, like, a battery or something powered off. Come on. Like, you can't be this... That was a little stupid. So anyways, the thing was buzzing. Obviously, the electronics shorted out. And at this point, there was some slight concern that the flames might take considerable time to diminish. We then enlisted the help of a reluctant research assistant to sprinkle baking soda on the flames. Y'all couldn't pay me enough to get near that. It feels like I'm looking at like C3 explosive charges or something. So, anyways, they doused it with baking soda. And cute foot, by the way, and then they pissed on it. So, all right, okay. The whole flame seemed to be gone. I could only imagine what the smell must be like. All right, hopefully to describe it. The research noted an anticipated problem: what to do with the now defunct toaster and the spent SPT. It became obvious. It seems like somebody might have like tried to break into the house. So sorry for that cut, real quick. Anyways. Self-defense is a virtue. What to do with the defunct toaster and the spent SPT? Just eat the strawberry Pop Tarts, bro. Now, anyways, it became obvious the toaster could not be returned to the author's house due to both the continued potential fire hazard and the smelt of burnt strawberries. In addition, it was noted that the toaster was still too hot to handle. Oh, I'm an idiot. You know what it is? It's the sugar is what's causing it. You're right. Of course that's what it is. So if it's like real fruit syrup, it has to have like a shit ton of glucose or sugar in it. The sugar is the explosive component. So the sap, it must be so concentrated in sugar that like that's why it was not only burning that high, but it was also burning that long. So of course it's the sugar but couldn't you technically do that with almost any Pop-Tart? Is it just because like they're using fruit jelly like strawberry that it might be a longer, more prolonged burn? Couldn't it have easily been possible in like chocolate or like Nutella or something with an equal sugar quantity, right? Like, obviously, come on now. Oh boy, look what we came across. The Flasher, the Internet Crime Archive, Serial Killers, Art and Damage, Newsflash, and Subculture, Mayhem.net. Ooh, boy, oh boy, this one's a vintage-looking website. God dang. Now, of course, as you can see with the with the 1x1 pixel imagery going on, this is certainly not a website designed for modern viewing, right? So anyways, let's just dive into it. I want to click on Flasher to begin with, but it tells me that I need Shockwave plugin. All right, do you know how old Shockwave is? All right, Shockwave is old. There are people watching this video, a majority of people watching this video right now are not old enough to know what Shockwave is. Internet Crime Archives. All right, let's click on the Internet Crime Archives. We get sent to a submarine. Oh, Teenage Rampage available everywhere. Buy the book now. Is the book even available, actually? I almost want to believe it's not. And it is! Oh my god, it's got a 1-star rating. I actually want to know about this. The Worldwide Youth Crime Explosion. Well, with a title like that, how do I not want to click on it, okay? Now, of course, they're trying to sell me a book for some reason, which is not really what I came to this for. I think you should list some of the victims' names to bring it to the reality of the human loss clearly in the picture. It is ironic and sad, relating back to something Ted Bundy said. What's one less human on the planet? Well, some people consider Ted Bundy to be quite based. I, however, consider Ted Bundy to be a psycho. But let's go down to Internet Crime. Oh, we already saw Internet Crime Archives. We're trying to pitch the book. I guess we'll go to Serial Killers. So Serial Killer Hit List, Part 1. Again, they're trying to sell me books, okay? I do not want to buy the book. I want to see what the actual serial killers are. The Crime Archives catalogs its serial killers by the number of proven hits. Some killers have been much higher body counts. Others bragged about crimes they never committed. Check in the morgue for the latest entry. So here they've got like the list, 20 or more, right? 10 or 20, 5, 10, less 5. Serial killers tend to be white, hetero males in their 20s and 30s who are dysfunctional and have low self-esteem. Isn't it like fucking if you're brown or whatever like me, they label you as a fucking terror and menace to society? Bro, come on. Serial killers can be anybody. Tend to be? I mean, I guess this website's a little old. I always usually qualify serial killers as like systemic killers, you know what I mean? People who like have no attachment, they just kill, move to another location, kill again, so on and so forth. Anyway, so I guess after this slightly racist introduction, you know, I mean, goddamn. Oh, god damn. I think their methodical rampages are almost always sexual in nature. Their killings are unusually part of an elaborate fantasy that builds to a climax at the moment of their murderous outburst. Serial killers generally murder strangers with cooling off periods between each crimes. Many enjoy cannibalism, necrophilia, and keep trophy-like body parts as mementos of their work. Serial killers are sadistic in nature. Some return to crime scenes or grave sites of their victims to fantasize about their deeds. Many like to insert themselves in the investigation of their crimes, and some enjoy taunting authorities with letters or carefully placed pieces of evidence. So, if you ever, for those people who are outside North America, you may or may not have heard of the Zodiac Killer. It's an unsolved murder case that propagated around, I think it was San Francisco, or was it Los Angeles? I'm trying to remember which one. Anyways, it was California. The Zodiac Killer came in, killed a bunch of people in the 60s, 70s, I think 60s, and he gave literal letters, like actual letters, and they were like letters which were like, I think he like put, it was like Zodiac cryptography or whatever into it. Like he had like cryptographic puzzles, and they got like the FBI at one point to like figure them out or try understanding them. And the letters that he would send, I think they were like dipped in gasoline and all this kind of stuff so that you could never figure out who sent them or whatever. It was like incredibly elaborate. The dude basically got away with crime. And after all of it, there's still, I think there's a slight possibility the Zodiac still is out there, but I think at this point he's like 85, 90 years old. So it's like, you know, at the end of the day, like the dude's going to die anyways, and trying to find him, like the case has gone so cold that you can't find him, I'm pretty sure. Serial killers tend to prey on women and children of the same race. Prostitutes, drifters, hitchhikers are their victim of choice. Some homosexual killers enjoy hunting young boys and gay men. Female serial killers tend to be black widows who kill a succession of husbands, lovers, and family members. It's pretty hot, you know? They can also be nurses or other medical professionals who become self-appointed angels of death, murdering babies, elderly, or the desperately ill. That's scary, dude. That is scary. Oh, man. God, luckily I've never had to deal with a nurse like this in my life. I think the most, like, weird nurse I've ever dealt with is one that was pulling blood out of me, and I guess she couldn't pull blood out of me, so she started, like fucking smacking my arm, like, you will come out, damn it. I was like, all right, calm down there. Calm down there, ma'am. All right, the blood don't want to come out. It don't want to come out. So here they've got somebody called Pedro Alonso Lopez. 300? 300. Okay, I didn't even hear about Pedro Lopez, but he's got like a 300 count murder. This is the copy pasta, you know, like I'm a confirmed Navy SEAL serial killer. I've had 300 confirmed kills. That copy pasta, turns out it was real, I guess. Henry Lee Lucas, like I've heard of him, 6 to 200 plus. Wait. Is Henry Lee Luke? I'm trying to remember. What was that one in Texas where, like, the guy literally agreed to killing everyone? He had, like, 500 kills that he just confessed to. I'm trying to remember. It was in Texas or something. Texas or Oklahoma. And he confirmed to him. And then they found out later that, like, the prosecutors, like, the actual, like, deputy chief over in Texas was just getting this guy to admit to murders he never did. Just so they could close cases. But, yeah, apparently this one led here. H.H. Holmes, 200. Luis Alfredo Gavarito, 140. Yo, 140. Dude, that is sick. Imagine the pit of hell they must be burning in for all that. Christ. Now, of course, we've got less than 5. So we've got Wesley Shermantine Jr. and Lauren Joseph Herzog for 6 to 24. Okay, so they've, my lord, nearly 20 people. That's insanity, is what it is. All right, goddamn. Ricky Lee with 4, Joe with 4. Okay, so you're getting, like, 1 is too many, okay? To get 4, I mean, we literally looked at some with confirmed kill counts of 300. The only way you're doing that is, like, throwing in, like, cyanide gas bombs into, like, crowds of people, which actually reminds me, isn't that, like, kind of a thing that happened in Japan? Like, what was it, sarin gas that they used or whatever to attack in Japanese subways? Shit's insanity. Shit's wild. Now, of course, they've got taps aside for cannibals. Got my cannibal boys. Body counts. All right, guess who's coming to dinner? Here's the body counts over here. Killer cults. Okay, so this is the Cults Are Us hit list. And of course, the top one is the People's Temple with Reverend Jim Jones. Okay, 900 kills. My God. That's like a social phenomenon. People know about the whole Jim Jones thing, man. That's a social phenomenon at this point. Indonesian witch hunters. So I want to read this one. Since September 1998, more than 153 people have been murdered in East Java by groups of men clad in black wearing ninja-style masks. The victims have mostly been Muslim clerics, black magicians, and other people accused of sorcery. Yeah, actually, if you go to some parts of the world, they do believe in black magic. People in my family, because my family is relatively conservative, they believe in black magic. So some of them at least, right? And of course, these people are out there finding them. The killers have struck against the sorcerers at night, cutting their throats and sometimes hanging their mutilated bodies in trees or tossing them into the streets. Victims sometimes have been cut into pieces and their body parts thrown into mosques. Shocked, man, that must have been a Friday prayer of hell. Shocked by the mysterious murders, Indonesia's justice minister proposed outlawing black magic. Imagine throwing the bill for that. In scenes reminiscent of the Salem witch hunts, mobs have also been attacked and killed people suspected of being black magicians. Police have arrested more than 100 suspects, but acknowledge there's no clear motive for the grisly slayings. Justice Minister Muladi blamed the mayhem on the sorcerers themselves and said that anyone who openly claims they can kill and hurt others with black magic should be punished. That would be the one way to resolve the witchcraft issue. So, like, even the Indonesian, like, justice minister was like, who fucking gives a shit, right? Like, man, that's really insane. I mean, clearly they don't like black mages in the area, okay? That's not a party member you want to have if you're in Java, right? Like, that's not happening. Indonesia's military, though suspected of being involved in the killings, has pledged to solve the mystery behind the wave of gruesome murders ASAP. ASAP Rocky. Analysts have pointed to the butchery as another sign of the lawlessness that hit Indonesia after the economic and political crisis that led to the downfall of President Suharto in May. Dude, they hunted like all those... God, dude, they hunted all those, like... They wore ninja-style masks and were just out hunting witches and clerics? That's insane, dude. That is insanity. And then, like, the rest of them are just like Heaven's Gate, which we obviously know Heaven's Gate. We've got Order of the Solar Temple, which, of course, we already know Order of the Solar Temple. And we've got Crocodile Men for Congo, Jumbola Cult, okay? The mystical Jumbola Cult. 30 people. Apparently this happened in Sierra Leone. Okay, that's probably why I didn't really necessarily hear of it like crazy. That is insane, dude. There's so many cults to look through. It's insane. It's wild. The ones in red are obviously the ones we know, but, like, have you ever heard of, like, the Siberian Satanist cult with at least 5 dead? My lord. The world's weird, dude. I'm telling you, when it gets to cults and religions, all right, when you get to these super charismatic when you get to the doomsday religion stuff, you got to run as far as you can, man. That is like honestly, like 99% of the end games of all those doomsday religion cults is literally, taking their life, which is why if you know somebody that is ever in this scenario, you owe it to yourself and them and their family members to drag them out by any means necessary. Okay. Like I'm all for people believing what they want to believe, but when it gets to a point where an individual's life is threatened, it is your responsibility to stop that shit no matter what. Don't you ever let anybody on Twitter cancel you for stopping someone from an obvious attempt like that. You will do what's right and stop that shit. Be based. Don't be unbased, I guess that's the that's the teaching of today. Anyways, let's go somewhere else. We've learned enough about killer cults. I might even throw up, I don't know. So this is a page we've seen before. Mother Goddess Earth, Matriarch Church of the Divine Mother and Non-Profit Corp. Okay, so this is actually something that was female-led. A little bit misandry, a little misandry if I'm going to be honest with you, but it's a matriarch organization that, obviously, the women in this case want to be taking over. Okay, so to describe some good real quick, I actually support this group because I'm a huge person that believes in, like, animal rescue and shit, and they actually have a lot of kittens up for adoption. Okay, so, like, here's the thing, these cats need a home. All right, so if you wanted a kitten, this is probably one of the best places to go to. Look at all the cute cats they have that they've actually saved and everything, dude. You can't find me, I hide, meow. All right. The cats are cute. The weird, cringy HTML subtexting, not so much. But look at how cute they are, man. The eyes on that one, is cute. That one is, if I bought that cat, that would be Thickums, not Pumpkin Puss. That's Thickums right there. I'm a lap warmer. Cuttlebug, meow. Is your name my laptop? Because that was a real lap warmer right there, let me tell you. Donate or adopt a kitten. So obviously they have like a bunch of, so they're a nonprofit, and they also do some animal rescue stuff, which is ultimately, no matter what, it's a good thing. And of course, I've looked through their website. None of it is a cult related. It's not a doomsday cult, all right? They're not going to, like, off themselves or anything. They're not trying to harbor, young ones into their group. No. It's literally just superior female goddess, okay? All women are goddess-like. They're the supreme being, given the ability to bear offspring. Nature would find a way if men were not available in the process of new life. What? Whoa. Okay, all right, listen, I'm not going to tolerate this level of misandry, all right? It takes two to make a baby, okay? Trust me, I know. There's a lot of kids with deadbeat parents. Takes two to make that, okay? It takes a man and a woman, all right? Goddamn. All right? What do you mean nature would find a way? Come on now. Come on. That's all biologically impossible. It just so happens that men supply an important part in our current procreation chain. Yeah, half the genetic pool, right? Therefore, they're a necessary component to life here at this time on this planet. Okay. Our future is dictated by what we are doing now. Tomorrow will change from today. Because of what we had done yesterday, nothing will stay the same, and things that change are not always for the better. For thoughts need to be applied to every aspect of life: how you live, where you live, and why you live. Today, our children will follow our example in the future of their tomorrows. Today is passing quickly as time grows short to correct the mistakes of today. Okay. Women are the superior being of the human spectrum because they would never have allowed any of this to happen. Okay, all right. Let's cut down on the misandry a little bit. All right, Jesus Christ. So that's a word for this section of the video. God damn, I'm all for equality, but I hate it when one side takes it superior. Like, when you go on the cringe Reddit boards and it's like, well, look at all the things men are better at. Like, it's like the fucking, and then you look at the profile picture of that person. I don't want to make fun of them, but like, there's a reason you haven't been laid yet, okay? I'm just putting it out there, okay? And a lot of it has to do with the physical, look there. But, I don't like this from either side. What happened to equality, man? What happened to just being chill about this, dude? People are divided. Completely divided from a male counterpart and able to logically see order and solution in any given situation. Natural instinct to implement action to resolve a problem. Instinct to care and nurture. Yeah, these guys are just violent, fucked up human beings, right? God damn. Anyways, let's get through this. Farming in nature, matriarch style. Okay, so this is matriarch style, farming in nature. Cool. Okay, so obviously, let's get down a little bit, okay? The Mel Gibson movie, Martial Law, Mad Max. I do not see anyone in charge making any kind of strategic... Whoa. Okay, roll back a little bit. Our life as we know it at the hands of men has changed forever. It will not be as you remembered it to be. The general topic of conversations will be regarding impending financial ruin amongst friends, associates, and people you meet. Companies you deal with will close. Many people will be arrested. Many more will be homeless. It's sad when you think about it. None of these results were ever thought of or cared about while the acts were being committed. I read countless articles on people in the banking and mortgage industry who are being arrested and charged with fraud all over. Don't both genders work in those fucking fields anyways? I think it has less to do with gender and just the economic system we're in, where like the poor consistently get fucked over. If it's anything in life, people who are struggling paycheck to paycheck are the ones who are nothing in life ever affects them, okay? No political leaning ever affects them. No ideology ever affects them. Those poor guys are working paycheck to paycheck no matter what, man. I mean, it sucks. Economic flow is halted, and it's been causing things written in law to be used and never have been used or implemented before. I keep hearing the mentioning of Mad Max, the Mel Gibson movie, and martial law, but I do not see anyone in charge making any kind of strategic, logical, sensible moves. Bro, the world of Mad Max, there were nukes that went off, all right? No society is normal anymore. Humanity has regressed like 1,500 years in the past, okay? All right, that's how any time in those post-apocalyptic movies, there's no hope going forward, okay? Don't matter, chief. And ladies and gentlemen, this marks the end of the deep web browsing right now. The weird things from the deep web, part dos. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have seen sites of all forms of craziness. We have learned about weird cults. We have learned about, cults that we've just learned about cults in general. But I think what my personal favorite was the very beginning with the weirdest 4chan op that I have potentially ever witnessed regarding an Immortality project. But of course, as you see, browsing the deep web just leads you to weirder and weirder rabbit holes. So I'm going to ask you in the comment section below, what was your favorite part of this episode? That being said, this is me, Mudahar, and if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I am out.